Liquid versus LDLC here, and we're going to start on overpass with LDLC on the T side and Liquid on the CT side. And already they have a lot of smokes there for Liquid on being on the CT side. That's a little bit interesting.
Yeah, Twist and Nitro, and Twist is actually in the door, maybe uses an escape route. Here's a big play. Alex starting to crouch beneath. Nitro will be able to spot this one out, and indeed he does. He spots it. Here comes a late smoke in towards balcony. That'll block him up, and that goes, actually bounces right back in the perfect position. Here's the flank from door, though, over at Sandbags. It's a Liege popping up. That's the bomb on the floor.
Yeah, they're still holding that part of it, which is a bit troublesome for LDLC. They're feeling a bit locked in. Well, they do get two big kills like that. Alex and Amanek both picking up one each, and that's going to give them all the space they really needed to put that bomb down. Once that's accomplished, the clock is now going to be running against Liquid, and they need to get back on here. The site and the smokes are going to help them a lot now for the retake. I mean, I'm not sure if that was the plan all along, but might be able to get a little bit of pressure on. Taco going to pick up one, but Alex and Tolnud at the end picking up some great kills here. And LDLC going to be at one round.
That's a pretty nasty pistol round. Some very nice shots. Obviously, that position from Amanek preventing any player from rotating through short sewers around to Monster was huge, protecting his team's flank. Liquid could just never get into the proper position, even with that first kill onto the bomb carrier that delayed things. I think this is sneakily a pretty dangerous game for Team Liquid. Like, we still don't know a whole lot about LDLC. We've kind of been memeing and joking about it a little bit. Best French team, considering the other French lineups have the more high-profile players. Well, I think this is going to be a pretty deadly squad to go up against.
You could be right. I mean, anytime you're facing a team that you just don't know that much about, and you're the sort of the preferred or the better team, that's always very tricky. Seen it a number of times. I think to some extent, United had that effect early on in the tournament.
Yeah.
Definitely can catch some people off guard. One flashbang to set up a... Actually, just going to cancel it. They don't really feel it.
No, I mean, they were set up for it for so long and just nothing came. They heard no information. NAF even kind of did a little bit of a peek up towards Fountain to see if anyone was there, and they realized this setup isn't going to work out. So bail out, still just that one flashbang. It's a $200 investment, not a huge deal. And they're going to run into the grinder here. Twanu with the MAC-10, going to get 3 quick kills, pulls out the Glock. Twist eventually does take him down. No chance of these guys surviving as a flank is coming in, but it won't matter. 2-0 for LDLC.
Yeah, they're going to be fine with giving up that one death there with the MAC-10. Doesn't really bother them. Going to keep a hold of one MAC-10 and one UMP, and then they buy the AWP there. So we do see the AUG also picked up on the Liege, which, I mean, we're just getting used to it. I feel like it's quick. It's growing on me pretty quickly.
We had a little chat with him
after
our beautiful hair-filled segment this morning about the benefits of these weapons. And he touched on it, mostly focusing on the numbers in terms of first bullet accuracy, obviously, is a big one. So the only disadvantages is the slower movement speed by 2.3%, a slower reload. But he said outside of that, it shoots just as fast as the M4 and does more damage. So really, really enjoying that in the 5.53 on the offensive side.
Seems like a good choice, at least if you...
Started throwing those numbers and percentages out of me, and I just kind of zoned out.
Yeah.
And he's like, 2.3%, that's it. The reload's 1.7% faster. I'm just like, I can't do that.
Yeah, I was distracted, but that was the hair, Moses. That was
Yeah. You're looking like a beautiful Danish lass.
Yeah, I caught daydreaming for a minute. Just saying, oh, well. What could have been? Third round, and they've already lost Alex. And they have made a little bit of headway around this side of the map, but they're also down to about 50 seconds now. So with 2 smokes and a Molotov, there's not going to be really much faking going on. One of the Molotovs could obviously, that could be great for forcing somebody out, but there's 3 people on this bomb site. Liquid should probably win this round.
The tough part is they cannot get picked off by that AWP. They do not have the utility to recover from that. It has to be a solid hold, and with the UMP leading the way, you'd imagine they have a great chance. There's the first utility. Elige going to swing wide, and he finds it. There's the AUG coming to play with a nice headshot, and yeah, LDLC back foot at the moment, and I'm not sure how they get into this.
Yeah, they have a lot of rifles that they might be throwing away here the last 20 seconds. 3 versus 5. They need that bomb pump, but they just don't control any part of the bomb site. As the AUG took a little bit of time, but Elige will pick it up, and swapping out for the AWP seems like a pretty good trade. So first rifle round for Liquid. They have a lot of success in it.
All 5 players surviving. That's a very emphatic win. And right off the bat, I mean, actually, LDLC, I would imagine they buy here. They've got, 3 players who can get AK-47s with full armor, and the other ones will be, you can see the MAC-10 being picked up just for the utility. So going to be one more strong buy to burn through for Team Liquid before they can get comfortable on this defensive side. But they, too, with those 5 players surviving, build up some cash flow. Elige going to get aggressive. He had the spawn for the AWP in front of the smoke. Flashbang is going to force him back, though. Him and Nitro just both booking it. I imagine we're going to get a trade between those two players as well. Maybe not.
Oh, they're going to go for the classic boost. People do tend to check this, but you know, you can make a mistake like Alex did and forget about it, and that will cost him his face.
Interesting that they put the AK on top as well, not the AWP.
Yeah.
Either way, gets the headshot. They trade the weapons after that. Nitro now wielding the big green gun.
I guess he wanted to be able to look into the window easily, and maybe it's most like if you scope with the AWP, maybe that gives some of the game away. Could be that kind of thinking. Interesting defense down at B. It's actually outside of the B bomb site with nobody holding monster, so they're just saying, you know, you can try and run into the site that way if you want to, but we're just going to catch a couple of people on the bomb site and then retake it. I kind of like that idea from Liquid. This is again looking very tricky for LDLC here in the 4th round. A little bit more time on the clock, but now the bomb is down. Nitro actually missing a bit of a flick there, but still, they need to recover the bomb, and they're just not going to be able to. Dubek, the last one to go down. Elige, pretty good movement on the bomb site, keeping himself safe behind that truck for most of it.
Really good coordination. After he gets that first kill, he's rotating over to protect Nitro with the AWP, also protecting that important spot. If the terrorists during a B hit have some players alive and gain control of Bank, that makes it so much more difficult. So Elige just making sure, even if he's not getting the kills coming up the main way, he wants to keep that position and control of Team Liquid, wants to keep Nitro alive. Does a great job with a triple kill down at the end. This is 2 rounds now, LDLC. Despite winning that pistol, have had, you know, a problem entering into the bomb site. That first gun round, they had the UMP kind of leading the way. This time, it's the 2 MAC-10s trying to make progress, and those weapons just aren't strong enough at the moment to take Team Liquid out of their entrenched positions.
I would give a lot to be able to listen to Zeus calming in any breaks. I feel like that would be...
He's got a chain as well.
Well, I mean, he has to have one, I think. There's no option for him. I feel like any time, I think it'd be just educational, you know, listening to him, just, you know, rally the troops, make sure everyone stays focused.
He is, I mean, you know, Zonic obviously gets a lot of attention, and rightfully so, with Astralis and how they're playing and their improvements. I think Zeus as well may have had the toughest job of any coach coming into Counter-Strike, of having to bring a North American team that hadn't really accomplished anything into one of the best teams in the world. And even though they haven't won much, I still think it's been an extremely impressive job from him.
Oh, absolutely. It's a long building period where they had to go through that. Rushing through the monster tunnel, and that is not going to work out. The rifles on the other side, making that look very easy. 3 in a row for Team Liquid. Let's see what kind of switch we can see out of LDLC now. It's been not really great. It seems like when they lose the initial fight, LDLC, they sort of default to the A-bomb site, and that isn't really working so well.
Like I said, the problem is they haven't had the weapons necessary to actually entry in any strong fashion. A UMP 1 round, and they run a 4-on-5, and then I think it was another 4-on-5, and they had 2 MAC-10s leading the way into the A-bomb site. So you get some AKs, and I think it turns into more of a fair fight, and we'll see if they can get anything to come from that. But indeed, they do have to stop losing players early. Nitro and Elige once again towards bathrooms.
Wow, look at Alex. He's done this in the pistol as well, and now he's just snuck all the way in. This is a powerful position to be in. The CTs, if they go and check that angle, they're checking, you know, a little bit wider into the actual tunnel. You might just get completely caught off guard, and if you can find the timing to walk around the corner, that could break open the whole map. I
think what would make it really dangerous if they had some pressure on A that would force NAF into a rotation, take eyes off that, and then all of a sudden if Twist and Taco were rotating back, they could get caught by Alex. The question becomes, does he want to take point on this? Does he want to swing and take a hard fight? That's 2 big kills. Swift, that defense from outside. NAF has to hold this down. We know he can do it. He's got the smoke in his favor. But this defense is in disarray. Some spam comes through, and that's a little bit surprising for NAF as he backs off. But great map control now provided by LDLC for those 2 kills.
Yeah, and because it happens a bit early in the round, they can still pretty much do whatever they want. They're going to be starting to rotate back towards the restrooms, and up on that side, Nitro might have an early warning. He's got the AWP. If he sees some of them, he tries to make that jump, but I think he misses the timing by a couple of seconds. Yeah, he's already made it past on that side. Very scary. Logan making his way very close, and that should be a quick kill. Took a second longer than I would have wanted there, but they're still in a great position. Talnud picking up 1 more kill and dropping Napfly. That's going to be a great cleanup here for the French side.
That defense from Twist and Taco, we've seen it a number of rounds. They had the perfect positioning. They just lost both the fights. Not ideal for them, and that's just a very hard thing to recover from. If Nitro hits that first shot, he might have a chance, because you imagine he kind of changes his attention over towards long as the rotation comes in. just doesn't pan out in that fashion. All tied up.
Yeah, right out of the gate, we've got a good game on our hands. I feel like we've had so many games in this tournament so far that when nobody really sort of runs away with it, it just stays pretty close throughout the whole first half, and that always makes for a good story leading into the second one.
Here's the thing, and it may not feel like it because we're not in an arena, but this is a quarterfinal matchup. This is the playoffs of IEM Chicago, so a lot of intensity. Obviously, Team Liquid wanting another opportunity at making a run in a tournament on American soil. Still chasing after that first trophy, essentially. If you, well, I mean, they won that CS Summit, right? But that first, you know, real big arena event trophy.
Yeah, it feels long overdue. It really does. Considering how good they've been, Liquid, it feels like it's just a question of time. Double nade up to the barrels. No one was holding. Naf was in that position last round, so maybe it makes sense to try it here. And they've swapped the defense on the Liquid side as well.
Elige back on the AUG. Maybe that seems to be the winning recipe. Pushing up behind the smoke as well. That's going to give him some information if he doesn't hear anything. The bomb is actually rotating back towards A. This could turn into some kind of a fake, as Devaduvek is going to join up with them. Alex and Amanek staying outside of this B bomb site. I think they might want to apply a little bit of pressure, and that's awkward. Elige flashed through the smoke. That was designed to get some information and maybe a cheeky kill. And look how that shifts everything across the map. Back to the B bomb site we go.
Amanek. That might be scary if the fire spreads too far. It doesn't quite reach him, and now he's probably got a bit of a lead. Taco, the timing is so good. He turns to look just in time. Almost could have got that second one. Alex very low on health. Takes the bullet to the face from the M4, but they still have pretty much all the cards in their hands right here. He might have known that he's low, so maybe they can try and land a grenade on him. He's all the way at the sewer now, so it won't be easy. And this boost, even though it's cool, it doesn't really give them much right now.
This is going to be a tough retake. I'm not sure if Liquid goes for this. They would love to have that kill, and it's not there. So close again. They've at least spotted one out, but more utility being thrown their way. Flashbang going to delay things a little bit longer, and I think not having that kill, that's the call. Save the weapons. You have money to drop some M4s over in the next round. You just have to keep these alive. Devaduvek going for a short little hunt, and actually now he's going to commit to it. Naf waiting and can't win that fight. That is uncharacteristic. Naf starting out slow, and that's going to make the next round force buy for Team Liquid a little bit tougher to manage.
Well, it has a definite impact on the game. Yeah, it's true. I mean, Naf usually a heavy hitter on this team. I feel like maybe, you know, given that it's a best of 3 and all that, there's going to be plenty of time for him to come back into the game. He's one of the, when he's playing close to his peak, I really think he's one of the funniest players to look at to play the game. Because he reaches a level of just not really caring about the opposition and just, you know, taking fights that you don't normally see. So I really like watching him play when he's feeling it. Right now, you know, maybe also because he's on the CT side, but feeling a bit passive maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be, as you said, a lot of attention towards that A bomb site. He seems to be the rotator between the two bomb sites. They've either had clean sweeps or pretty much no chance for him to get involved. Might be a reason why he's starting out slow. Either way, impressive from LDLC. I know the desk talked about Liquid. This might be a map they're not necessarily as good on as the others. But you definitely, if you're Team Liquid, if you're heavy favorites in this matchup, which you have to consider them to be, do not want to start a quarterfinals best of 3 down 0-1. Potentially missing a chance to play in front of the American crowd here in Chicago.
That would truly be devastating, wouldn't it?
Heartbreaking, I believe I would call it, yeah.
Yeah. Not the story that they are looking for. Quick trade, Alex for Nitro, and a bit of a repeat for Taka. That seems very, very dangerous. He's going to survive on 1 health, but he got the job done eventually.
Sloppy, though, from these Team Liquid players in some of these duels. Not winning them as clean as you'd expect. Taco taking a lot of time to win out on that battle. Good trade from Devaduvek to be able to find Nitro after the kill, not letting the op get away, but a man advantage now for Team Liquid as LDLC rotates to the other side of the map. Bomb and Twanu heading out towards long. Elige would be the one to spot that. He's the only one on the A bomb site with Naf coming up the stairs. Twist and Taco, I think due to the low HP, wanting to keep a buddy with Taco to defend the B bomb site.
Yeah, that makes sense. Naf gonna go for a peek, and he's right into the AK bullet. Amanek, quick reaction from him. That's a good job. And did he spot it? I think he did, Elige. Yeah, don't want to repeat that. Even with that scope on the AUG, that might not work out. 40 seconds, and they're running back again.
It's that information. Seeing a player out towards long, It's a long rotation back to the B bomb site. I think Team Liquid doesn't think that LDLC is going to make it. This smoke is really going to cement this fake. This is well orchestrated from the French side, and Liquid, they're going to be caught with their pants down here. I don't think they have a way to get back into the B bomb site. Taco is the closest rotator, but he's only got 1 HP. He cannot actually try and stop this.
No, he's going to call it in now, saying we have been duped and it's time to get back. Oh, he needed that headshot. Anything right now. 9 seconds. They are starting to see if they can creep in here, and Elige is obviously on the flank from the other side, but Orb comes out. Elige, actually, the timing is great. Tolu does not get back around the corner. Now it's a 2-on-2, and they can and probably should go for this. They have a smoke. They have a kit on Twist as well. Absolutely possible to try and just smoke off that bomb and then see if you can maybe get some kind of fight out of it. Flashed in for a minute. Not finding anyone with that first flashbang. Oh, what? Elige. Somehow that's a headshot. Logan now has to hold on to it. Smoke on top of the bomb, and they're going to win the fight against him. Elige. Oh, no. He doesn't have the kit.
I don't think he's going to get it. I don't even think he had time to necessarily run over and grab the kit. This is going to be so close. Desperate times for Liquid early on, and they're going to come out on top just barely. What a clutch.
I can't believe he got that kill down on that ramp. That looked... I mean, it didn't look very well coordinated, let's put it like that. But he got the headshot, so...
Whatever works, right?
Whatever works.
Oh, man, that defuse is so close. Well, I'll never question him using the AUG ever again.
No. Yeah, he either looked like he thought about, should I go for it?
Right.
No, not going to do it. Well, tough round for LDLC to lose. You're right, they played that really well. Showing themselves as at A, putting that smoke up to sort of pretend they were still there. Took a long time for Liquid to find out what was going on.
Both teams on the verge of being reset as well. Very little money left in the bank for both sides here. Lige starting out 10-4. Really kind of propping his team up. Naf here's all this information. Here's Devaduvet getting aggressive. There's 3 players here, so you can't ask for much more. But the timing, I don't think they're going to expect it whatsoever. Taco spins. He's going to go for another. Not quite there, but so much damage is done, and Twist is still waiting. Here they come out Monster. That's the bomb on the ground. Flashbang out for the peek for Twisted. It's actually a perfect flashbang. He gets an easy fight. He gets a follow-up as well. Finally completes it through the edge of the boards. 5-4, and another stronghold for Team Liquid when they needed it most.
That helps them so much. They were on the verge of economic reset, and then that happens. And the fact that, I mean, that's another problem when you start to slow down in that kind of a B execute, is that does give time for the defending team to put out those flashbangs, right? Like, that's one of the things that it does, and that worked out so well for the Barrels player.
It was a very weird timing to have like a contact play coming up sandbags, but the split through Monster wasn't there quick enough. I don't know if they were kind of scared to go through a smoke. Maybe there was like some nades or Molotovs in their way. Didn't quite catch it. But either way, it felt a tad bit disjointed.
Oh, might be a little bit tricky. Taco doesn't know. That's an unfortunate way to go down, but well played from Amanek. Nice little trick.
I'm actually surprised that spot doesn't get cleared frequently. We've seen that a couple times.
Yeah, you could do it on both sides, right? You could do it on the CT side as well, so...
Well, still a huge advantage for Team Liquid in terms of the weaponry, but down a man. Could put a lot of pressure on Nitro and Elige, and again, Nitro in a position where as long as Elige is alive, he's fine. He can retreat out towards long, but if they get close up, if they come to that main choke point, it'll be tough. He gets that first pick at range. But you can see Twanu edging closer.
Yeah, he wants to get up close. If he misses the shot, he will Nitro. And he's going to go down. That's a pretty important kill to be taking. They want the AWP, and he's just got arms long enough to pick it up. 4 versus 3 now. And about 45 seconds. And again, the French are making their way back. They're really playing with this map a lot. Logan, beautiful headshot on Lige. And the B bomb site's empty. Some great calls here from the T side.
I mean, as well, they're getting players in such good positions. I mean, that position from Logan hiding in the A bomb site, Elige had no idea. The cover of the smoke and his teammate going down. Elige doesn't even expect anything along those lines. This is a shocking upset in this round. And even now with the flank, no chance for Liquid to get back into it. This has got to be confusing. This has got to be just toying with their brains at the moment. An anti-eco round. Great shot from Logan at the end as well, even with Twist not looking, an immediate headshot. But too many players from Team Liquid getting picked off by those pistols.
Nobody was expecting that. That was, they lost that last round in a 1 versus 1. And, you know, a clutch defuse at the end. And then they have an easy ride. They've pretty much done it. And then they end up losing to a Deagle and... that one stolen rifle. That's a problem. Tied up 5-5. I would say LDLC are on their way to a pretty good first half right now.
On the way to a great first half. This is going to get tense for Team Liquid on the defense. And this rush should just be kind of a stomping. They're already swinging wide. They already have the angle.
Yeah. Oh, Taco, that looked like he shot almost between the legs of one of the enemies there to get the headshot. And Elish actually picking up one more. See you twisting your face, Moses, into all sorts of shapes. that was a weird end to, or at least a weird stall in the round there.
This gets a little bit sketchy now for LDLC. They don't know where the second player is, but this is a good call. There's a minute and 15 seconds. Just hit the pause button. You have the advantage of weaponry, and that's a good find. Nitro, I don't think, has been spotted yet, so he doesn't have a kill, hasn't shot anything, so they have no idea, but still just being patient. And there's the peek again, and now they know, and now it gets tons easier.
Yeah, actually, the element of surprise makes a big difference.
He's just going to book it to the A bomb site. And, I mean, you could have even planted it at B and it would have been safe, but regardless, leaving Alex at B to kind of get information, and he's going to call out that Nitro is going to be rotating up the stairs. Nitro
now has picked up an AWP, though, so now, I mean, before he had no reason not to go for it, now it's...
I think you just save this. He's got no armor. He doesn't have a kit. He obviously doesn't know where they are either. So you have a situation. Nitro has only $1,000, and he is the opper. So keep that weapon. You're going to have a Liege with plenty of money to buy. Everyone else will be able to buy in the next round as well. This is a phenomenal weapon to have.
Still 6 rounds on the board for the French. We have been talking a lot about the French scene and where it's gone missing, you know, since 2016 or something. I don't know.
They're back.
It's been a long time. Yeah, but it's such an unexpected, you know, return, isn't it? Because we've been very preoccupied with the French super teams that seem to sort of, you know, come and go and different constellations of some of the, you know, core players. But this is something new and refreshing.
I think it'd be cool if there's any journalists or anyone who does podcasts or interviews with players, especially in the French scene, to talk to Amanek and Deviduvek. Remember, they spent time in Misfits under Sean Garris.
It's true, they did. So they've been all over the place.
Yeah, maybe the discussion with them, what did you learn, what have you brought back to the French scene to do something. But certainly it is surprising to see this as the lineup that's causing the most damage out of France than the more experienced players that have been, you know, winning trophies going back to 2013, 2014.
Yeah, indeed. The Counter-Strike landscape's changing all the time. Alex takes a bit of damage from that double grenade. He's not going to be happy about it. Still going for the headshot. Oh, it's a dangerous fight, and Logan's going to help him out. That's a great job. He was probably going to lose that, Alex, so just need a little help from a friend, Moses. The Beatles once pointed out.
Yeah.
You know that song?
I like that song.
All right.
That was our senior song. Here we go. Scope up on the angle. It's getting spammed down just a little bit. There's Nitro to help him out. Now peering out towards long, and they don't want to mess with that AWP. I think we're going to see him back off. That's a great way to find an equalizer. They have lost Twist as well. And now, I mean, this is where LDLC has been winning out in this half, is once they get the map, just confusion and finding the perfect weakness in the defense to exploit. Splitting the numbers as well. Having one player on one side throw a fake, maybe hitting the other one.
He's got no grenades to Amanek down there at the B, so...
If he wins that fight against Taco, it's going to force a rotation, and that'll be the big question. There's plenty of time to allow him maybe 10 to 15 seconds.
Well, they're already rotating Elige back, and I think that's because Nitro is so far up, they're thinking this is just fine. Amanek has somehow snuck right under the radar. Taco's on the other side. He's got no idea. Elige, he's going to be going down. That's a really good sell. Even if he dies here, that's not bad. And somehow Nitro's made it past. He actually walked forwards towards the restrooms. They're going to be planting the ball. Oh, he misses the shot, and he's going to go down. That was a big opportunity. If he gets that shot, I'm not even sure they can pick up the bomb in time to win the round. Taco now. Can he make it back? Rushing through the smoke, and he almost had to. Deviduvek will take him down. Team ace for LDLC. And they are now up 7-5. I don't even want to see that replay from...
I don't want to see it from Nitro's POV as well. That's going to be tilting. Oh, no. Liquid had that round despite all the fakery across the map. They had the perfect scenario with that plant spot, with Nitro, with the AWP. Just one missed shot. And we're seeing some uncharacteristic individual efforts. I mean, Naf's still having a very quiet game. We've seen him lose a number of those one-on-one duels that he usually excels at.
Right, he's, I mean,
You have to say as well, part of that, I mean, it's not all about Team Liquid losing them. It's also about how uncomfortable they probably feel because Team Liquid is just out-calling them across this map. Or LDLC is out-calling them across the map.
Yeah, and it's kind of a style that we're not that used to on this map, I feel like, because the rotation time between A and B, especially the one that the French are using right now, they're going really far back. Like, it's taken a long time, so you'd think maybe they could get caught or read in some way, but they have done a great job, so you're right. Don't want to take anything away from them at all. Now again, I like these sneaks that they're going through the monster tunnel, and it's been catching people all of the time. It's not bad for Elige, but they both, Amanek and Alex, have been doing it a couple of times, and it's working out fantastically. They clean it up.
Well, Liquid's going to have to do a better job in this round. They need a couple more on the CT side. Certainly, this is a phenomenal offense being put on by the French team. Just bombarding and faking Liquid out every single round. Another buy up here. This time there's no AWP on Nitro. It's all M4s. And a lot of these aggressive plays from Team Liquid have allowed LDLC. They've had a couple, like those sneaky ones, like the little boost halfway through bathrooms, but there have been a couple where they've overextended. Think Taco pushing through Monster on an anti-eco. Think Naf getting caught in the staircase just 2 rounds ago. Yeah. Giving LDLC these 5-on-4s, these man advantages, and with them outplaying them strategically, that's detrimental, and it happens one more time. Here comes the long push, and they need something out of this, but LDLC is backing away.
Oh man, that was a tricky position for Nitro, and they're going to lose Naf as well. Oh wow, the Deagle, French Deagle apparently is really working well. They're going to lose one, but they actually just sent one out just to check. I mean, even they've got so many people left alive, they don't just all group up and turn the corner. That's worth something as well. I think Nitro had a terrible choice to make because he's waiting for the smoke to bloom. If he goes too quick, then then they're just going to shoot him down waiting on the ramp. And if he goes too late, then they've already made their way through the smoke. And that's what happened. So very hard for him to know exactly what the timing was there.
Speaking of timing, what a weird one for Elige to hit. As 2 players are checking this exact location, oh, he's going to hold his trigger. This could be game-changing. He's just got to risk it that no one's coming from behind. LDLC's going to have no idea. Taco's on the rotation over towards the B bomb site, but Elige, he should be able to get 2 or 3, depending on where they go. And you could see...
It's been so long, hasn't it? It's day 7, and they still don't know that he's one of them, and they're going to line up. Oh, my God, it comes through beautifully. Triple for him, and he's going to close it out. A wonderful ace here from Elige, saving them in a 2-on-5. I can't believe it.
That is some dirty trigger discipline. Beautiful job from Elige. And sometimes it is just a little bit of luck. 2 players checking for that play-up ladder, and he finds just the absolute perfect window to tuck himself into a corner and go unseen. That could be a saving round.
Oh, man. When LDLC watch the demo back from this round, they're just going to be scratching their heads.
It's going to be so frustrating, isn't it?
Ow.
What more can you do? Elige now at 18-8. His next closest teammate, he's doubled up on Taco, which is 9. Heroic individual effort from Elige in this half, and still it feels like it's just not enough. Naf now, I mean, he's hit the mode where he just says, I'm done. Screw it. He's pushed all the way up through underpass. He'll have a fast flank no matter where they go. In this position, though, he's not actually doing anything for his teammates at the moment.
Standoff as the smoke is about to clear. Taco, and they've got a great crossfire. Going to be hard to flash both of them. They're going to get the 1 kill in the lineup for Twist. He needed 1 more second, and that would have been a triple for him instead. Naf, can he make the way? Yeah, he's going to make it way clean past the door, no problem. I was going to say that could have been a bit of a problem there with Alex holding it, but not this time. 3-on-3, and under a minute as the bomb is not being planted yet. They're actually delaying, and that delay could be really dangerous. Elige continuing on, finding his 19th kill in this first half. He's just gone way off the rails in this game. It might be the only thing keeping Liquid in this right now. It's weird that they waited so long with the bomb plant. That might cost them.
Well, this could be the huge one if Devadur can find the opening. There's a little bit of damage on the 20. Ooh, Elige not ready for that, though. Wasn't expecting it. And now actually a break for the A bomb site. They need to get this kill quickly. They need to be able to rotate, and now they have a 2-on-1. Devadur has to go for the ace, and Liquid is split, actually. He can find his 1v1s.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could go from 1A straight into the other, but he's reloading just as he turns the corner. Nitro was already running. That's some incredible timing. That will make it 8-7 in favor of LDLC. They're still going to be happy about that first half, and okay, all right.
You love to see that.
He's feeling a little bit aggressive, isn't he?
It's like this nade is for the fake, the spray is for the eco win.
There's going to be no family funeral here. It's
The teabag is going to be because I just want to.
just because I can.
Just because I can do it. 8-7 for LDLC. A great offensive half. Very tricky play coming out of LDLC on their offense to get them a lead going into the second half. We're going to take a break. We'll see if Liquid can match them when we return.
Beautiful shot at the end there of the Chicago bean. About as reflective as Moses' head when he's not wearing a wig, that is. A wig helps, Moses. I think you should adopt it full-time.
Classic ball jokes. Think I should get a toupee?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a couple of months, Moses, and I'm there with two. I'm about to give up.
I'll be there for you. I won't say a single word about how weird you look when you're bald. I'll be very supportive. I know what it's like. Those first few months are very strange,
I've got a giant head, Moses. It's going to look
very
weird.
unsettling. Well, Liquid has to be unsettled after that first half, and they're going to get right into it. They're going right into a stack in this staircase. 3 players here setting up a crossfire. They're aware of the possibility, but this is still dangerous. Molotov to force out the first player. Everyone has to peek to try and bail him out. This is well managed, and even fighting in their own flames is Twist. They win everything.
Yeah, they're fully dedicated to the cause one day. Do it, trying to see if he could find a way back, but there's just so many people rushing him down. You know what the worst thing about getting Molotov in that corner is, Moses? There's a fire extinguisher on the wall literally right next to it. You can't do anything about it.
That's the worst one, outside of actually standing in flames?
Yeah, but you know, if you could...
You think you'd be able to pick it up? Interactive maps is what you're looking for in Counter-Strike?
Maybe you could shoot it, and then it would, you know, all the...
That's not a bad idea.
All the stuff would come out of it, and it would just... You know, I don't know if that works.
You ever seen a fire extinguisher go off?
Yeah, I have. Some kid in my school ran into one of them and just, it went everywhere.
It was running down the hall and ran into a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
Special ed school?
Danish things, yeah. It's one of those things. I've always wanted to try and fire one, but you know, it's been no fires where I've been, so I've been deprived of that experience, I guess.
Yeah.
They're going to win the round easily with Amanek surviving with the armor. I mean, that's a small thing to celebrate. It'll be a very brief celebration. How are they all within 1 or 2 kills of each other on the French side? That's a bit odd after 15 rounds.
Well, I mean, I think it goes to show as well just how well they've played as a team moving around the map. You know, I think it just goes to show that they've been winning. They won that first half strategically, so it's not just some kind of Herculean effort the way Elige is up at 19 kills.
Got the buy coming up from Liquid. The 553, 2 MP5s. It's just a lot has changed in a couple of months here. Leash, that's a nice headshot to take down Alex. He called that one. Going to continue on Nitro. Yeah, they tried for the aggression, and fair play to them. I think that's not a bad idea. Amanek, oh, could have been. They're really
shooting a lot of bodies, aren't they?
Yeah, sending a message. Listen, if that's what you need to get your team fired up and get everyone fully awake here early in the... Well, it's not so early in the morning, but as for gamers, it kind of is in Chicago. What are we at now, Moses?
1:30-ish?
That is early.
A little after 1:30. Yeah, this is... This is where you're having your first coffee of the day?
Yeah, start to open that inbox, see what's going on.
That sunlight is real bright.
9-8. Liquid probably needed to win that pistol because, I don't know, LDLC were looking so good on that T side that it was starting to get a bit scary, but now it's kind of back on an even keel. They have picked up rifles, and Alex, oh, so many lined up with grenades in hands, and he's going to spray down 2 of them. Amanek taking a 3rd. That's a bit depressing for Liquid.
That's going to be so frustrating because on face value, it's just like, why is this insane person just running down the stairs and opening the door? It was designed. He has Amanek in support to help kind of shoot through that door at a different angle. And they take out 3. Still. Naf now. That's a duel he wants to win through the edge. Can't find the finishing shot, and it's just Nitro. 1 versus 4. All damage matters in this scenario, and he gets nothing. Great shot from Amanek, an immediate headshot.
That's even, I mean, from Liquid's point of view, they don't even get to test whether that strat would have worked. You know, you can decide that, well, I mean, yeah, they wanted to see what the beat defense is like. They don't even really know that yet, so That's a little bit annoying.
I love those voices.
The slow motion.
The slow motion voices. Yeah, that is going to be very, very frustrating. Just trying to line up some smokes, have a good time. That party gets ruined. So, Liquid now you can see on the back foot with their money. Everyone's bought down as much as possible. With the CZ on NAF as well. They need to have an impactful round here. Pretty far back over towards A. Twisted Nitro, one on the playground, one on the stairs. NAF watching underpass for another one of those aggressive plays. Oh, there we go. The follow-up burst takes out Logan. Nice boost.
Yeah, well worth trying. Daviduvik almost catching Elige. I think he was flashed as well, but they're going to win the fight. Now things are looking really good for LDLC, and maybe... Oh, they're still going to pick up one kill here. I was going to say Liquid probably needs to think, well, there's so much time left. Let's wait to see if they make more mistakes, you know. They might be tempted to continue to push and be aggressive, so just call the freeze and see what's going on.
It's not a bad way to find a frag behind the flames of the Molotov. Liquid obviously thinking that LDLC was still going to play it passively. The real danger now, Alex alone at the B bomb site. It's Twanu and Amanek in this bathrooms. Both of them kind of joined up. This can be a very costly battle. And even if they just get two, at least you give Alex, who's been playing pretty well, at least you give him a chance to clutch.
They're going to circumvent initially. Now they do spot it out in the restroom, so they know what's coming, and Alex is pretty quick on the rotation. They're going to set up some grenades here for the Liquid side. 20 seconds as they try and make their way onto the bomb site. Not a lot of time if something goes wrong. Nitro going to be one kill there, but the follow-up from Amanek will shut him down. The bomb is making its way in third in this lineup, and NAF one more headshot, and Amanek will go down. 10 seconds left. They do manage it really nicely, Liquid, so not that sort of deep sense of panic, but when you push with sub 20 seconds, there's always a chance that bomb falls off in some weird position, you know?
Yes, there can be. I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, but I mean, again, great play from LDLC to even have all three players there. That's super impressive. That's the benefit of that early warning system when they spot him crossing long. I was actually a bit scared for Team Liquid, but nice job managing the awkward positions in the crossfire setups.
Back to pistols, a scout on Amanek. Would love to see some headshots. I feel like people buy a lot. It's been a while since I've seen anyone really, you know, connect a lot with it. Good scout highlight reel. It's a rarity. Twist is going to be dropping that first entry on the site. A good follow-up grenade. A little bit overkill with all the Molotovs, but, you know.
Listen, I don't think Liquid is thinking anything about, you know, holding back on overkill at this point. I think they're a little bit shocked. They got a little bit stunned in that first half.
He shot through the box, Moses, on the B-bomb side.
They've done it.
I love Amanek now.
He's your favorite player?
He's my new favorite player. Just for trying. Any idea how many months I've spent trying to tell people? There we go. Oh, and one more on NAF. This is putting on a show for us all of a sudden.
That's some costly damage. 2 players down, and now you have 3 rifles. You definitely don't want to be losing one of those. No chance of the defuse, obviously, but Daviduvek's going to find them. Actually, they did lose a rifle. They lost an AK-47 now. They do have 2 players, Team Liquid, coming in towards the A bomb site, and Daviduvek is aware of the possibility, and I think he's just going to want to find himself some safety here at the bottom of the stairs. The question is, do Twist and Nitro pick up the pace and try and do another one? Nitro not going to get there, and he's going to save the AK. So actually, that's a really good find for Daviduvek. Maybe a little bit of a mistake from Taco, giving up the AK. That shot is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, he did a good job on that one. 11-9 now, the scoreline. And if you are only just joining us, this is a quarterfinals, and it's the first map, so you're just in time. It's going to be a lot of fun Counter-Strike happening here today on the channel. Definitely want to stick around. Definitely want to get all of your friends invited.
Gonna get a tech pause here. This round will be restarted.
I built that up just for the tech pause, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. It was good, though.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I felt like I was...
you were onto something. You were pulling a thread.
Yeah. Trying to get people lured in to... I don't know. You ever done that? Did you send a message to someone and said, come watch this stream right now? I'm
not going to lie to you, Anders. I'm not much of a stream watcher myself.
No? No. You're too busy.
Not really even really that.
Trying on. See, I was trying to set you on, Moses. I said, yeah, I'm doing a lot of workout, a lot of fitness, some yoga, everyone, some stuff like that. You know, you could have gone anywhere you wanted with it, Moses.
Definitely not doing that.
No.
No.
Eating chips in the couch somewhere.
Hell yeah. Salt and vinegar, baby.
Salted, this is sort of exclusively, I think, a British and American thing. People in Denmark look at me really weird when I talk about salt and vinegar chips. They are good.
Jalapeno chips are good as well.
No.
Okay.
We've strayed apart already, Moses. It's done. It's done.
Well, this time a smoke is not going to allow any of that aggression down those stairs. Amanek and Twanu back off. Elish still waiting for some kind of a play through that smoke. Here comes some nades over towards Toxic Barrels. No one currently defending from that position. A lot of pressure towards the B-bomb site early on for Team Liquid, though, and Amanek already starting to second-guess his commitment to the A-bomb site, taking a deeper, more passive position so he can rotate quick. It's Twanu with that AWP, peering along the bathroom wall. Even Liquid is backing off a little bit, so they apply pressure. They use a little bit of utility. They've actually pulled out a lot of counter nades. There's only 3 nades left in total on LDLC for over a minute left in the round.
Yeah, the French may be a little bit too happy to throw those out. It's like sort of a...
That is a huge smoke on the map.
Just a giant one. It's a really big accomplishment for Liquid to be drawing out all of those grenades. I mean, the defense is going to be trickier, but I always think, well, especially retakes are going to be really hard to do when you don't have any grenades at all. And Logan, lack of smokes, mean he's going to be setting up very close. He wants to just surprise them as they come right through. 30 seconds on the clock. He's going to run at the end of it. Devadovic picking up one. That's actually a great attempt. That could have definitely worked out. Bit of standoff, Elysian, Alex. He's going to be the one to take charge, and Alex will win the fight, but he's now also alone on the bomb site. Needs some backup pretty quick here. Now for the 1 versus 3, and yeah, eventually they're going to make it work. Alex, I'm kind of surprised he won that fight. That SG, I think, was going to...
Elish had his position known, didn't he? He was aiming that, and he actually swung wide because he knew someone was on that ramp and still able to take it. That's a big win for LDLC. No utility. They just had to handle the strand-up fights. They actually had that one flashbang, and that's what makes that work. Devadovic gets the first kill. One player's blind. Taco's able to handle the push through the smoke, but, I mean, they knew exactly what's happening from there. So that's really cool, LDLC, as that smoke fades, saying, we got one last desperate play before things get dicey. They've put Liquid back into a half buy. Just Pistols, Deagles, Tech 9, P250 on NAF. I think Elige ended the first half with, what, 19 kills? He's at 22 right now, so only 3 so far in these opening 6 rounds.
Yeah, it's hard to continue to go at that rate. I mean, he probably was going to slow down eventually. He would have ended the map on something like 40 kills, so...
I'm fine with that.
Yeah? Well, you know, it's going to be a day, isn't there? Amanek patiently waiting on the other side right now. A lot of the grenades going to go right past him, and he's so ready for this. He actually picked up 2. One of them must have been on the other side. I hardly even realized that was happening. They're going to fall back, and why not? 2 on 4. Actually, that grenade catches Tolnu. That's not going to be too good. The AWP down for a minute. They could probably pick it up at the end of the round, but Nitro, a little bit more damage there. He has got the bomb, and he's got 50 seconds.
This is a great round from Team Liquid. Just the damage you're doing, keeping them limited, because there's not a lot of money on this LDLC side, so it's going to make things easier in this half if Team Liquid down the stretch. If they can keep this money just constantly being reset, constantly being battered, it's going to equalize. It can help to equalize the odds here, as LDLC going to try and win this 2-on-1. Nitro back up the stairs. Now they are split, which is great for Nitro. On the other hand, you've kind of spent so much time away from a bomb site, you have no information as to where they played. So he's got to make noise. Alex is going to hear this any moment now, and he's playing it so passively out towards long. Even if Nitro gets the bomb plant, not sure there's a whole lot that he could do afterwards.
He's going to get shot in the back. That's so much bomb site to go and look for one last player on. I mean,
it is like flip a coin. Which spot are you going to check?
So many angles, so it's a good attempt. This is a little bit surprising. I'm not even sure Amanek realized what was going on there.
No, you do know that, you know, if there's going to be a pop flash without smoke, it's going to be a mass amount of bodies, right? Because you have to throw so many at it to be able to overcome the one player close up on the other side. And obviously, you never actually know exactly where they are, but I don't think it's too surprising that he gets that double kill.
So 11-11 now. We'll see how this is going to play out. LDLC starting to stabilize a little on the CT side.
Money's still low.
Yeah,
but they have the weapons at the very least. They have, you know, 4 players of full utility, which they haven't had that luxury in the past.
Just coming to the end of the timeout. Never know if a team is going to be playing. I mean, just because they're good on the T side of overpasses doesn't mean they have to be doing just as well on the CT side LDLC, but I like some of the aggression that they're doing. I mean, that one play down in Monster, running through the smoke, I kind of like the initiative that they're taking, even playing defensively. Definitely don't want to let Liquid control the pacing of the whole game here in the second half. And they're going to be pushing out Monster Tunnel again. In fact, Taco, though, waiting for them and taking down Logan. Another one of those attempts, though, that could have paid off.
Taco's been very good at this role, though, even going back to his time on the SK lineups, on the Luminosity lineups. He was always, for those Brazilian teams, the player playing around the B bomb site on the T side, waiting for those pushes, making sure they always have this option to go back towards the B site. And he delivers in that role again here, not being caught off by the flash push. Now, Alex is in a pretty deadly spot. He can either spin and help towards door, which looks like it might be a possibility. There's the open. They line up 2 kills for Devaduvek, and there's Alex chiming in. They have him at least pinned down, although Nitro's going to let him get away, and he somehow wins that as well. Huge delivery for Alex in this round, and the up from above. LDLC once again shutting down Liquid, and now they feel a little bit safer.
That's a very good job on Alex to sort of reset the recoil in that fight before the second one happens, because that could have got really awkward if he had got, as you said, pinned down on that side of the map. 12-11. Liquid just not going to be happy about this. Yeah, just he'd sort of like just takes a little bit of a side strafe just to make sure he can reset it, because he was already sort of caught half spraying. You don't want to try and tap your way out of that, or you can, but it's very tricky. Oh, grenade. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
That is a really nice grenade. Holy hell! And all that effort that Liquid put in on just destroying the economy of, you know, getting 3 kills in that eco or that force buy round, it kind of goes away with the win in that fashion. You can see Twanu, Alex, Amanek starting to build up some money behind these buys. If this one is clean, they're going to be sitting very nicely for the end, trying to get those last 3 rounds. If they're able to win this one, of course. Taco waiting towards the B bomb site to get a pick. He might have the opportunity. He's been spotted out now, though, and Devaduvek not even going to give him the chance. Great map control for LDLC with this push, though.
Yeah, Alex, I mean, they're only doing it's pistols. It's not strictly speaking necessary, but again, just making sure Liquid aren't feeling too confident. Does get shot in the back, and it took a while, but Elish will take him down. I kind of wish that he had just kept going at that point, you know? So deep into the map anyway. Nitro. Maybe trying to see if he could find Amanek. I think he spotted him out. He's thinking about it. Yeah. He was planning that out in his mind for a little bit.
Yeah, trying to line up the shot. Amanek, he's got a couple great multi-kills, down to about half HP, and he's got to stay aggressive. Got to keep some space between him and the AWP, and there's the peak. 1 more kill for him, and Twanu to chime in. That's Elish who goes down, and that's all the danger here. Naf in a 1 versus 4 with a Deagle and a UMP, but he's not going to expect that angle. Amanek surviving with 1 HP. Staying aggressive.
And look at the coach here for LDLC. He's just in a great mood, isn't he? He's not even just walking back and forth anymore. He's fully animated.
Jaunting?
Yeah, I really love it. 13-11. Things are starting to look just a bit alarming here for the American side. LDLC proving to us they're not just good on the T side, they know that CT side too. Liquid running out of a little bit of steam towards the end here, it almost feels like. Amanek flashed around the corner, but they're going to refrag that one. Does get a leg shot in on Nitro, but he's going to get a headshot, and that's just a lot better at this point. Elish, yeah, he wants to catch somebody else. Instead, going to get a grenade for his trouble. So they have taken a bit of damage in this fight. They've got so much time to figure out what they want to do now.
Yeah, they're going to be fine with that kill, especially because Nitro can actually pick up that AWP and play passively with his only 12 HP. That's exactly what he's going to do. Hold the angle as they push up along it. Liquid needing to get on the board and needing to do it quickly. I don't know if they spotted that jump. Amanek, his head did show, and he's going to back away. But Alex, right around the corner, one for him. He's been so good. Elish, half HP, does not want to take that fight. Flashbang comes in, not blind. Alex is stellar once again. He is propelling this LDLC team to a victory. He has been great in aggressive positions, and Liquid Nitro has no chance of handling that.
Tricky when you're playing there without any backup. You could get maybe shot in the back. There could have been a lot of different scenarios where he would have just been overwhelmed. Very nicely handled indeed. Gives them a man lead. Taco hoping that he could bring it back if someone was going to fall back from that side, but that's not happening. Yeah, Davidovic showing his position there with the M4, and he's going to walk right into the shot. Good pre-fire, and with 20 seconds, they're just going to call a pause to it here.
Yeah, save call. That's heartbreaking for Team Liquid. You kind of had the opening pick when they got aggressive. I think you're too eager to kind of punish the follow-up and take a lot of damage, but really get lured into that long play. And Alex, again, just always in the right position. He's now up to 21 kills.
Counter-Strike's getting into a place that's harder and harder to recognize, Moses. We've got the AUG and the SG being played. We've got MP5 back. Got British players playing well. It's, you know,
it's all gone to hell, hasn't it?
It's all over the place. What's happening?
I don't know. 13 to 11. Or excuse me, 14 to 11 now.
That's not easy to play. A lot of the time you would have either somebody out on long or someone in the restrooms behind you to set up that play if you're Alex, but
I think what's really weird about this is, you know, as much as we talk about how deep the Liquid team is in terms of their ability, in terms of how good their players are, this core of Elige, Twist, and Naf as like the 3 core riflers of this squad, only Elige is delivering. Twist down at 15, Naf at 10, and we've seen some of his struggles in the first half, but I mean, even the aggressiveness and kind of the pack mentality that Team Liquid can sometimes have, even the trades aren't going their way. There's more multi-kills coming out for this LDLC side on the defense.
yeah. I like that little info bubble there saying that Ostriker was going to take them out for baguettes. Can you get a good baguette here in Chicago, Moses? Is that possible?
So one of the cool things about Chicago is they do have like those ethnic neighborhoods still.
Right.
Like
so
very
there's
much
a French Quarter somewhere?
I don't know. I don't think there is. I think French is one of the ones they don't have. But I'm sure there's a French bakery somewhere here.
All right. So there might be a chance. And Ostriker, that was a very early meme in Global Offensive, I remember.
You could get a great hot dog.
You've been telling me about that. I don't know if the French know much about hot dogs, but maybe they can learn something. Alex taking care of Naf in the early battle, and Taco wants to follow them as they fall back, and he almost caught one, but they're going to lose Elige, and now this Galil long range doesn't really feel that confident. I like the attempt from Taco. I think he had the right idea, but they're in a 5 versus 3. This is kind of falling apart a little bit.
It's not even kind of falling apart. It has fallen apart. I think Taco even got spotted. I'm not sure he's aware of it, but Twanu has the AWP. He's got him blocked in, and there's the shoulder peek. Doesn't want to go for it again. You can see him just, that's not me. That's not my style of fight. Yeah, I don't know how these guys get back into it. Limited nades as well. No flashbangs to blind anyone off a corner. Gonna have to win some heads-up duels, and they're going right back at the AWP. Nitro's got one of his own, boosted up. Maybe try and go for the pick. He's been spotted, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, they want a mistake right now for LDLC. They wish someone would take that fight. AWP kill for Nitro. At least bring it back 3-on-4, and then you could try and go for it. But 30 seconds, they almost just have to try and run and gun. Taco, that is a big opening. The follow-up smoke's going to make things a little bit annoying. 20 seconds now on the clock, and they're setting up for it here. This could be the whole map on the line right now for Liquid. They're in a lot of trouble. Pushing onto the bomb site. Oh my god! Taking down one. That is a very fast flick here for Talnud, and Alex going to be pushing around the corner. Just 7 seconds left. A nice shot here from Citro, but even if he got that last one, he wouldn't have had time. 15 to 11. I need to see a replay of that right now.
That was so fast. And he even got the follow-up tag on the bomb planter immediately afterwards. This is sick. Get out, Taco. 15 to 11. LDLC really putting it to Team Liquid.
He's gonna...
All right.
All right. They bought too much. Fair enough. So,
well, boys, nothing has worked. Let's head to B.
Exactly right. And they're going to run into a Molotov on one side. They're all wrapping around pretty quickly. I think Twist missing a bit of a bunny jump there. Logan will pick, actually, Davidovic, but Taco to follow it up. Alex still down here. 3 men on the bomb side early on. He almost won that fight. Definitely doable here for Liquid. Bold call to be making. It's rushing the whole team through the L-bend.
Yeah, just, you know, getting around all that aggression, but a great retake coming in. Amanek even dinks Naf. A desperate situation, but it's the AWP on Twanu.
And he doesn't have any HE on Molotov, so...
He knows he's dinked.
Yeah, he does. Pulls out the C-set, 75, and Naf going to be walking with a knife out. That's going to be it, 16-11. And Ostriker's losing his mind. I love the energy. That's a huge win for LDLC here at the quarterfinals. They're going to be very, very excited going into map number 2, which is Liquid's pick on Cash.
And remember, backs against the wall, quarterfinal matchup to play in the arena in front of the American crowd. And you have to imagine Liquid, one of the favorites to go pretty deep, to at least be seen in the Wintrust Arena here in Chicago. We're heading to a break. Desk is going to come back afterwards.